Techno Buffalo's E3 coverage is presented to you by State Farm, helping you get to a better state. What's up, everyone? John Rettinger from Techno Buffalo here, and I'm surrounded by my peeps in the gaming world from E3 2013. Behind me is Microsoft and one of the other keys of the show, the Xbox One. Let's get as close to it as Microsoft will allow us without kicking me out of here. Take a look at the console itself, walk you through it, and take a look at some of the games and the controller. So let's get started. So here is the console itself, looking like an old school cable box. Moving right along, we've got the controller and the Kinect, looking like a squatter version of the Kinect we've got right now. More on that a little bit later. If we go back, you can see all the vents surrounding this guy and a slot loading Blu-ray drive right there on the front. On the back, you've got power, HDMI out, you've got audio, HDMI in, 2 USB ports, your Kinect port, you've got an IR port, and your Gigabit Ethernet port. Lots of ports. Alright, so we took a first look at the Xbox One console. Let's take a look at what's going to control it, the appropriately named controller. So a lot of things are different here. The first thing you'll notice when you pick it up is the material feels very different. It almost has a third-party controller feel to it. The battery pack has been totally removed. There are batteries inside, but they now sit flush. You've got a new font and new buttons for your classic AX, Y, and B. You can really feel the rumble on both sides. The trigger buttons now have a little bit of a stickier action to them. And you've got the Xbox, the share buttons, and the new Xbox button right down there. It's going to launch Xbox Live. And of course the connection and charging option there as well. I've been a really big fan of how the Xbox controllers feel. This one sort of continues that feel. Feels really solid in the hands. The trigger buttons are really well placed. The AX, Y, and B buttons feel really good as you're using it. Analog sticks, the four-way navigation, everything feels really, really solid. I will say, and as a compliment, I guess, to Sony, now the Sony controller feels as good as the Xbox controller. So if that was a determining factor for you which one to get, as far as I'm concerned now, both controllers are at parity, but this one feels absolutely awesome. It's got a very natural feel in the hand, and it doesn't weigh very much either. The Xbox One will be able to pick this up, and of course the console itself sometime before the holidays of this year. I'm John Rettinger from Techno Buffalo. This has been a very first look at the Xbox One controller, and of course some gameplay from the Xbox One. Be sure to check us out at technobuffalo.com for the latest and greatest tech news. Please give the video a thumbs up. We most definitely appreciate it. I'll see you guys next video. I want to thank our friends at State Farm for powering our E3 coverage. Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. They help you on your schedule, offering 24/7 access to an agent on your schedule, not theirs. Let them help you get to a better state.